Hello guys and welcome everyone. Happy Sunday to all of you and thanks for being here tonight with some very much needed practice here for the Formula Pro series at Zandvoort. So guys, welcome here to some Formula Pro racing at Zandvoort, and we are now about to leave pit road. But before that, actually, I'm just reading something rather interesting. Let me quickly have a look. Right. Louis Drake, I am not 100% sure since the cinematic was done by Lexar. So a big massive thank you to him for the artwork in that regard. Anyway, we are now looking to see some racing to come up, and I hope you guys will enjoy the racing that we will do. Right. We turn this off. Turn this off as well. And then I think it's good. We're good to go. For some laps. So apparently things are a bit different. I have not been very well prepared yet at all, I have to admit. So in that regard, I am really looking for some good laps coming. No sound for the in-game. Why is that so? Like, it really has no sound. You guys are absolutely right. So for your information, what happened to the machine, and I think now there is sound, great, is for some reason it just went into total bollocks mode. Means I wanted to start OBS, it didn't show me OBS, it just showed the process going on, but no OBS as such. And well, what happened next is, oh, this is rather interesting now. So what's going on with those racing lights? What happened next is I tried to restart that machine, and it just kept idling and the restarting in the restarting procedure for whatever reason, really. So what happened next is I then tried to restart it completely, and I restarted it off from BIOS, which didn't really work either. So I had to put it into save mode. Now we're back in business. But for whatever stupid reason, my goodness me, like nothing really is working here at all. I'm not sure if you can see the mines just appearing straight ahead of me. That is so confusing. No, I can't drive it like that. I'm sorry. I'll need to quickly do something about that. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, Nick, we're planning to. Like, the issue that we had, was every one of us was just unavailable for the preseason race. So, just had, well, I don't want to say better to do, because we haven't had anything better to do, but I think, well, Yene was on a wedding, I was out with a girlfriend on a date that we fixed like 2 or 3 months ago. And I think Papa Jesper's girlfriend had birthday, so there was a party going on, and yeah, you know. That makes it 3 out of 4 unavailable. So yeah, that is what happened basically. And what happened now is that my rFactor 2 has just crashed again, isn't it? Noise. So yeah, just so you know what's going on my screen. It was not like that we didn't try to get a team or didn't try to get a guys in there, but like at the end of the day, there was just no chance for us. So Aiden, what are you saying about the new Zandvoort track? Like, is there an issue? You just mentioned it got removed from the mod package in Formula Challenge. Is that right? Well, Virtual Le Mans. I mean, yeah, we got 2 cars in, but I'm not sure which lineup exactly is going to be in. As well, I think we will soon find out. There should be reveals coming. Probably if you look at the schedule, how they did it with teams and liveries, probably there should be lineup reveals and parts as well. Probably doing next week. Right. We're loading Zandvoort. Yay! For God's sake. Like, all I wanted to do is, like, get out a freaking standard driving stream for Zandvoort, and, well, that's how good it went. Right, at least we're back on track. So, let's get some settings in again. Some random amount of fuel. rFactor 2 has indeed always other ideas. interestingly. Right! So, let's look again. Right, so hopefully we're finally able to do some lappies and hopefully be rather quick in it. Thank you, Nick, much appreciating that. The High Dan's win. I don't know who has won the pre-season race in LMP2s. I guess you said David has done the race on its own. Well, I don't know, like I think he kind of finished second or was second most of the time. But I'm rather interested to understand who has won the race actually. Ah, nice, some broken railroad preset, loving it. Ah, I see. Who was in the Nito Velox car? Just out of curiosity. Yep, done. I watched F1. That's some good performance of these two. I have to admit, like, we did not do any laps at all together. I'm afraid we're just lacking some performance in general. Not that it would have been super important pre-season, but just generally speaking. How about you, Dan? You watched the one? Still popped in the rear here. Well, we even haven't had that mix, so for us it really was like a baseline setup, you know, the usual rFactor 2 clicks and go. Well, Rory, I guess it is relieving though, knowing that you got teammates around that are doing solid jobs in the endurance races, right? Despite this 2-hour race, probably more like a sprint race in general, but still. Oh yeah, done. I can imagine. I can imagine that it was a fun race for you. Oh, that's good news, isn't it, Rory? See you then, Nick. Ooh la la. Gonna be a fun race tomorrow. Yes, I'm driving like I'm doing my first laps at all whatsoever. Yeah, and that is what it is all about in endurance racing, isn't it? Consistency, safety, consecutively hitting the marks, and putting in solid lap times. Not the ultimate pace really required. I mean, great if it's there, you know, but more consistency and reliability. I don't know. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this car? So done. As an avid RBR fan, how do you feel about the 3 grip penalty Max Verstappen has received for Turn 1 incident? Thank you, Eric. Looking forward to see ya. How is the audio in general, guys? Like, is there an issue with any audio so far? Hope not. Very well at all on my setup. Okay, you say it's a joke. Then I'm very much interested. What would you say? Who would be a fault at Imola turn 1 and 2 and lap 1 turn 3 and 4 in Monza? Like it's the exact same situation we had in those 3 circumstances. And I gonna be quite honest, I am kind of fucking mad about the inconsistency of everything. Like, television would have blamed Hamilton for a crash at Imola because in the second corner he has to back out of it. Then they blamed Hamilton actually for going wide in turn 3 and 4, or 4 and 5, like Variante della Roggia in lap 1, and said like when he turned in on the outside of Max and then there's contact, but despite Max have pushed him off, Hamilton should have never placed the car right there. And then again they blamed Hamilton for the turn 1 and 2 incident in lap 27. I'm like, come on guys, where's your consistency? You always blame the car that is on the outside lane for the first turn and then kinda has the nose on the inside for the second. But now it's turned around and then you start turning around your opinion as well, or what? Engine noise is a bit too loud. Copy that. You're fixing. Let's see if that's better. I am quite personally sick of Max Verstappen just throwing it up the inside everywhere and kinda expecting Hamilton to always back out of it. There's nothing to argue about the penalty or who to blame on Silverstone. I get that with Hamilton missing his apex and stuff, but in every single occasion where they are side by side, just Max refuses to give up and give way. I'm so sick of that, to be honest, so I'm personally 100% happy and fine with the penalty. Yeah, well, Hamilton had more than 3/4 of his, more than 3/4 of his car alongside into 3 and 4, and yet wasn't given the room. Yeah, I may not be a race steward as well because of Mercedes bias, but yeah, I think it's overdone. Getting elbows out is one thing, but like to really put his nose in the most desperate way, like, you know, Red Bull has called Hamilton being so desperate in Silverstone like multiple times. And yet it was Verstappen that desperately tried to create himself a chance that simply didn't exist. I mean, I'm happy to discuss all opinions, but that is mine on this matter. Feel free to attack it. Yeah, it will get worse from here, I'm pretty sure. Like, you know, the thing is, I know Max Verstappen said, like, oh, he didn't give me the space. And so that happens when you're not given the space, but, I mean, Max himself didn't give him the space at any point in the season either. As long as we're going into chicanes and shit. So, I don't get it. Ugh. I can't really get this car to pace here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but he kept within the white line, and actually while they were going into the braking zone, Verstappen broke himself beside him, and while turning, Verstappen had like his front wing behind this rear wheel. To be all fair, the only thing Hamilton could potentially have done was leave 50 centimeters more of room, but it was not like he wasn't trying to make the corner as tight as possible. So I'm pretty indifferent on this one. Alright, actually, am I gonna take a fresh set of tires? Yeah, it's a good point. They are fundamentally different from the F1 regulations, though. So I don't know. The things are getting way too greedy lately, anyway. All these fuck-ups everywhere. Like, I'm generally happy for McLaren, they really deserve a win. Arguably about the fact whether it was a 1-2. Or should have been a 1-2. Yeah, but I don't know, like, F1 is lately really, like, there's drama around every single circuit they are going. Apart from, where was it last race, like Zandvoort? That was the only race where there was no real drama, but then there was no real racing as well. I think actually for turn 2, Hamilton left enough space for allowing Verstappen to come back on track, but just not that way he did. By the way, guys, just out of curiosity, does anyone know whether there was a mechanical need of Mercedes changing all engine parts of Bottas, by the way? I have missed that somehow. Like, I was gone all weekend, and I came back and was like, wait, what? Why is Bottas in 19th after winning that sprint qualification? So I was a bit surprised to hear that they have literally changed all engine parts. One gotta state though, again, today Halo has saved the life of Lewis Hamilton, isn't it? Besides all controversy about the incident itself. Gotta state that, alright? Also, the number 3 engine parts aren't lost. But then they say when we have to take penalties, we just rather change everything. Thanks a lot, Yamadox, for letting me know. It's a shame though. I think Bottas has done the best race of the season this year, Imo. It was a really strong drive. Yeah, the Mercedes may have been the OP car for this track and everything. But isn't it ridiculous how hard it is to overtake at Monza with that little bit of a rear wing and DRS activated and stuff? Like, it's ridiculously hard. Something else that's going to be ridiculously hot is being racing here for me tomorrow. Yamadox, I only agree to a certain extent. Like, he has been with a Mercedes for 5 years. And I think only last year was really where he kind of dropped behind. Or where he kind of cracked under pressure. I mean, look at Perez, you know, being a second off or a tenth off Verstappen in the Red Bull. It's kind of the same thing, and we all do know how strong Perez was at Force India and Racing Point and stuff like that against Stroll. Like, arguably Vettel is not doing better than Perez in that Aston Martin right now. I honestly think that they would have, that they let them race and also let Bottas challenge Lewis. Don't think that they said no, you're a clear number 1 and 2. I think every season they started, they were like, alright guys, everything starts from 0 again. All you have to do is keep it clean, but other than that, feel free to race. I think the team really showed that. Well, yeah, something really must have cracked in Bottas's mind. There have been some shocking performances this year, and I mean, I got easy talk and easy to say. Was sitting in my simulator judging the performance of Valtteri. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way at all. I agree. I mean, Mercedes had a quite equal driver lineup. What I think though is that Mercedes has built a car for Lewis Hamilton to work. I would agree with that one, but then Bottas adapted his driving style to be occasionally on pace with Lewis at all times, and that in itself is a really big appreciation and a really big achievement. Like, you know, look at Red Bull. Ricciardo didn't match Max, neither did Albon, nor Gasly, nor Perez. And both, well, actually all three of them, I'm not sure if Albon too, but Gasly, Perez, and obviously Ricciardo, quite lately. They are Grand Prix winners, they know how to do the stuff, you know. So, it is interesting to see whoever guy is driving for Red Bull besides Max, just to be absolutely smashed. And I do think that it has to do with the drivability. Oh, we saved it. With the drivability of that Red Bull. Like, you've seen how big Daniel Ricciardo has struggled with McLaren. And it was quite surprising for me to see everyone that has changed teams to now get used to a complete new philosophy with the car. They are suddenly racing, and apart from Sainz, really. Yeah, Kvyat has been a teammate of Max as well, not able to keep up. Good point. I'm also speaking about drivability of this machine here. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know about that behind the scenes kind of thing, because Max is a Red Bull Junior, so was any of the three last teammates he had as well. Why would you save one Red Bull Junior over another so badly? Like, undoubtedly, like, Verstappen is talent of the decade, not gonna lie. I mean, there is hard to argue around that. But, like, as much as Formula 1 is sports of individuals, all these individuals have to rely on the team being able to perform really well. And arguably, you know what? I believe Max Verstappen is going to win the Drivers' Championship, but I'm 100% sure that Mercedes is going to get the Constructor Championship, by all means, because they are a better team. See you there, Yamadox. Much appreciating your time. to be honest, Red Bull should not whine about that penalty. Like, the way that Monza weekend went for them, they were pretty lucky, to be all honest. I would have guessed that Mercedes leaves with 46 points in the back, with the Mercedes 1-2. And the fact that they left Monza even with a bigger point gap between Max and Lewis, well, they should be pretty happy with that, to be honest. Well, yeah, the crash with Lewis was the reason for the 3-spot penalty. As they claimed it, like, not necessarily an unsafe rejoin, but they blamed him majorly for the contact. I have seen the documents, not 100% read it though. Just flew over it real quick. What is a CCTV angle? What does that mean? I stumbled over that word as well. Oh no, my tires are gone! Sadly they are fading. Yeah, but what does CCTV means? Like car camera TV. like from the onboard of Max Verstappen, you could see there was an avoiding line, and that was what I meant. Like Lewis was actually trying to make room for that car on the inside in turn 2. Yeah, they are pretty hot indeed. This Zandvoort corner is so difficult. Like in general, this car is difficult around here, as it is really reacting on everything, on, you know, bumps and stuff. Close camera circuit, like what we never saw was an onboard of Hamilton. We never saw the dash cam of his car prior to the accident. Besides the fact that it got ripped off, but maybe that is a close camera as well, because it wasn't being seen in public. I mean, yeah, of course, race control got more camera footage anyway. Aye. Hey, Grant. Ah, you did? Okay. I never saw one. Doesn't really mean that I have like, any idea. Woof! That really has an interesting behavior at the minute. Rip me. Oh, Grant, my condolences on that. Oh, Paconi! Hello? As you say, long time no speak. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing alright, doing great. Well, great is the wrong word. I'm just trying to somehow get ready and prepare myself for tomorrow's race. Yeah, but guys, you have to remember that Mercedes is goddamn freaking long. Like, of course, he kinda tried to squeeze Max into the off track as much as possible, because, you know, it's allowed to, as long as he goes first into the corner. That rule in itself is a shame. That people are allowed to drive someone off as soon as there is, like, I don't know, the expert of Sky said in a corner there should never ever be a car on the outside. I'm like, wait, what? How are we doing racing if you want to have rules where there is no car allowed on the outside alongside in a corner? I don't get that, but maybe that's just me. Allow me to quickly check something. Some expert. Well, it's Ralf Schumacher. That is the expert. I disagree with that. I'm more like Fernando expert. At all time you have to leave the space. Yeah, Dan, it's a shame. It's really, like, you know, overtaking is difficult in Zandvoort anyway, but I think it, like this late pit exit line combined with a pit speed is like killing the strategy thing. Yeah, what Schumacher is basically saying, every single time you commit to the outside line, you should not be wondering if the inside opponent pushes you off. And I'm like, no, that's not how I consider racing to be done. Like as I said, at all time you have to leave the space. There's a car alongside, I just cannot just run it off. Have to give room for it. Yeah, exactly. All of the time you have to leave the space. And between you and me, guys, today, on every occasion, every driver failed to do so. Like, when Bottas overtook Perez, that was the perfect example of leaving space to the inside car. I mean, yeah, he overshot the corner, and therefore Perez re-overtook. But most of the time, everyone else, like, I haven't seen a single real good overtake where the outside car wasn't squeezed off by the inside car. And all the time you have to leave the space. I mean that one. Ay, 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 ay. Bonk. Nah, it didn't make me really crash, but... this car, it feels like it has no grip. Oh, I think I'm driving it totally wrong. There is something in that. So yeah, started testing way too late. I've been on a business trip this week. Been on a trip all weekend. And then this is the result. Anyway, I hope you guys will be with us tomorrow at 19:30 Central European Summer Time. We will be live with Formula Pro here around Zandvoort. Alright Dan, I'm not sure if I'm going to still be live by then. Have a good dinner and enjoy your evening if we don't see. Here's an old pen or something. I'm just gonna end this one here. Couple of minutes. Just take a fresh set of tires, try one last time. Too quick. I don't know. I haven't even got a zero idea on what my base should look like. I'm just gonna go box. Box because penalty. And for the final time we go out 3 or 4 laps. Guys, already thank you for your time. Once again, sorry for the delays on the start of things. One final, no final looking, we are just driving. Let's see if we can somehow improve ourselves. Hey Tony, you mean what's my verdict on the penalty of the three grid spots, or what is the question? Yeah, I think it should have been a 5 grid penalty, to be honest. To me, he was never allowed to be in that spot and try to go for keeping it on track. I know that most of the people will disagree with me, but that's just how I see it. Every time when Lewis was on the outside for a chicane and tried to go into a move like Imola or even lap 1, turn 4 and 5 here at Monza, everyone was like, yeah, Lewis has to back out, because if there would have been contact between him and Max, then Lewis was at fault. And this was just a carbon copy, and then I think Max has to be at fault for the same judgery. Well, it's a difficult one to judge, obviously. Many different angles and possibilities of outcome at this stage, but yeah, I think it's the penalty in itself is correct. I'm actually surprised that there is one, because I was thinking that he got away with it anyway. Well, guys, I think that's gonna do it for today. That's gonna do it for this one. Hope to see you guys tomorrow back on track when we are live with the 5th race of the Formula Pro series tomorrow at Zandvoort. Guys, have a nice Sunday all together. Have a nice evening, and I see you there tomorrow. Goodbye.